Hi everyone, welcome to Beware the Terrible. So today we're going to be reviewing a deck called Explosive Stinger. Another deck which is quite separate from this one is called Spiteful Injection. So I know I promised to review that deck, but we're going to review this Explosive Stinger deck first. So the only similarity of these two decks is the Dubwool V card. That is the only similarity. The other cards are quite different and the strategy itself is also very different. So for the Explosive Stinger deck, it features Naganadel GX's Stinger GX, which shuffles both players' prize cards into their deck and then puts the top 3 cards of their deck face down as their prize card. So it's a resetting of your prize card. However many prize cards your opponent and you have taken, it doesn't matter. It resets the whole entire game and puts the prize cards of each player as 3. So it's a drastic reset. So basically we're gonna use this Stinger GX at once the opponent has taken a lot of their prize cards. And then Dubwool V does a lot of damage when the opponent has taken prize cards. So it does an additional 30 damage for each prize card your opponent has taken. And it does 120 on its own. So how do we charge Dubwool V? We charge it. So how do we charge Dubwool V? We charge it with double colorless and other psychic energy cards. The reason it's psychic energy is because we have a poison type. And then because it's 3 attack cost, 3 energy cost, we use this extra energy bomb to attach energy from our discard pile to our Dubwool V, which means we need a battle compressor, and which means this ability is also very important because it helps us get that extra 30 damage for each prize card that your opponent has taken. So by killing this Electrode, we effectively add 60 damage to our Revenge Blast, and we can reset it later. We can reset the prize cards later. So this ability is the reason the deck is called Explosive Stinger, because it explodes this Pokemon to allow us to attach energy to our Dubwool V, and it allows the opponent to take 2 prize cards because, you know, we knock this Pokemon out, and because it's a GX, he or she takes 2 prize cards. And we also have a Milotic because Energy Grace allows us to attach 3 basic energy cards from our discard pile to one of our Pokemon, which isn't a Pokemon EX, whereas Extra Energy Bomb allows us to attach Pokemon for Pokemons except for Pokemon GX or EX, which means we can't attach our energy with that ability to our Naganadel GX, which is also 3 energy attack cost. So basically we need to kill our, we basically need to sacrifice our Electrode GX to charge our Dubwool V. That's the only thing we can charge with our Electrode GX. With our Milotic GX, with our Milotic, we can charge either our Dubwool V or our Naganadel GX, but usually we would charge our Naganadel because Milotic, we only have 2 of the Milotics, and as you can see we have 3 Electrode GXs. The reason we have 3 is because we want to speed things up. We want to make sure that we can knock out as many of our Pokemons and let the opponent take as many of their Pokemons, as many of their prize cards, so that we can reset the game as quickly as possible before they have their Pokemons fully charged or prepared to kill us. So usually I would have a Tapu Lily as my active Pokemon and wait until I have the right cards on my bench and wait until my Pokemons are fully charged before I do my own knockout, and wait because if my Tapu Lily is in the active spot, then they will effectively kill the Tapu Lily before they can kill my Dubwool V or whatever. And by the time they kill my Tapu Lily, I would usually have my Electrode GX and my Milotic and my Naganadel and my Dubwool V already out in my bench. And when they are all out, I don't need to attach any energies. I only need a battle compressor, or I can use Viridian Forest to call out an energy and discard an energy every turn. So basically I need to discard a lot of energy so that I can use my abilities to attach energy to my Dubwool V and to my Stinger, to my Naganadel, and then reset the game and then use my Dubwool V to get that 3 remaining prize cards. So 3 prize cards is not really hard to take because Revenge Blast effectively does 270 damage for when the opponent has taken 5 prize cards. So, and I also have this tool card, Fighting Fury Belt, to add 10 damage. It becomes 280 damage, and because it's 210, it becomes 250 HP because of that tool card, and it has soft wool, so effectively its HP becomes 280. Your opponent needs to do 280 damage to knock out our Dubwool. So our Dubwool is quite strong in terms of HP and attack. So it's quite hard to kill that Dubwool in one shot, basically, even if it's a VMAX. And if it's a VMAX, we can do 340 damage if the opponent has taken 7 prize cards. If I'm not mistaken, 340 damage if the opponent has taken 7 prize cards, which means if we do another knockout after resetting the game, if we do another knockout by using extra energy bomb again, then the opponent effectively has taken 7 prize cards, and then we can do a VMAX knockout. And when we knock out a VMAX, we get 3 prize cards, assuming they don't have already used the Altered Creation by Arceus Tag Team GX. If they haven't used that already, oh no, that doesn't work for this one, because even if they use Altered Creation, they need to knock out our Pokemon with their attack to get an extra prize card, right? They need to knock us out with their attack. If we knock ourselves out, they don't get that extra prize card. So even if they use Altered Creation, this deck still works. The only weakness of this deck is if they don't have any GX or tag teams, then we have to kill 3 Pokemons one by one. And if they have a Psystorm or whatever, then they might kill our Dubwool V quite easily. I got killed once by a Victini V, because the reason is because I only have 1 Dubwool V on my bench at that time, and I need to use extra energy bomb, and extra energy bomb doesn't allow you to attach up to 5. You must attach all 5 energy card from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. So at that time I don't have a Milotic on my bench. I only have a Dubwool and a Naganadel, so I can't attach to Naganadel. I must attach all 5 to my Dubwool V, and I discarded a double colorless as well. So in other words, I already have 5 plus 2 double colorless. It becomes 7 energy. And because I have 7 energy, his Victini V has about 3 or 4 energies. That's a total of about 10 energy to do 300 damage. Because Victini V's Energy Blast does 30 damage for each energy attached to both active Pokemons. So that's the weakness of this deck. It's if they use regular non-GX, non-tag team, non-VMAX cards, or if they use or if they have a Guzma even, you know, to switch out something and kill our double V before we get to attack. You know, after we use the Stinger, they use Guzma to kill our double V. Then we have no way of using our double anymore. That's why we need to bring out 2 Dubwools before we charge it with extra energy bomb. We need to charge 2 Dubwools. That's the best way, the best bet to win the game with this deck. So it has quite a high, I call it extra grace because of energy grace, extra energy bomb and energy grace. And the reason I didn't call it explosive stinger is because I have another variation, a quite early version of this, where it uses Vaporeon's Aqua effect to allow this stinger to be recycled with the Lorelei and Misty supporter card. So basically that deck is quite different from this one. It's still a variation, but it's still quite different. So that deck was originally named Explosive Stinger, but because it basically features Explosive Energy Bomb and Stinger, so I call this deck Explosive Stinger as well. But to make the clear difference for myself, I call it Extra Grace. I named it Extra Grace. So I think that's all. I'm gonna demonstrate this deck right now, and then we'll go to the original Explosive Stinger. I'll show it to you briefly right now. There we go. A Vaporeon's Aqua effect allows you to change your stage 1 Pokemon in play. Each of your stage 1 Pokemon in play is now a water type in addition to its existing types. So it's now a water and psychic type, and because it's a water type, we get to use a Lorelei Misty to recycle the GX attack. So, and when we recycle the GX attack, we can keep waiting for them to we can keep waiting for the opponent's prize card to turn into 1 before we use Stinger. So we keep stingering, we keep using the Stinger GX attack until our Revenge Blast does enough damage to do a one-hit knockout for a VMAX or a tag team or something big, right? If it's not something big, if they don't have anything big, then we don't need to do that, you know. Basically, if they don't have any GXs, if they have regular cards like the Nuzzle deck or whatever, I would use Stinger as quickly as possible because Stinger resets the game, and I don't need to use Revenge Blast. You know, I don't need to use a lot of damage. I don't need to add damage to my Revenge Blast. I just need to use it as quickly as possible because the Nuzzle deck does not feature any GX unless they use a Shaman or a Dedenne GX to get that extra cards into their hands. So this is the original Explosive Stinger. So now let's demonstrate the Extra Grace. I'll play 2 games for the Extra Grace and the 1 game for the original Explosive Stinger. In my experience, the Extra Grace is more with the Milotic, is more effective because it uses Milotic to charge our Naganadel with 3 energies. Whereas the Explosive Stinger uses a triple acceleration energy because extra energy bomb does not allow us to attach energy from our discard pile to our Naganadel GX because Naganadel is a GX. It doesn't allow us to attach energy to a GX. So we need to call out the triple acceleration energy with a guzma&hala. So this is why this is not that effective. So we need to keep that's the bad thing, you know. You can only use it once. The triple acceleration energy, after you use it, it's discarded. So you need to call it out again, but then if you use guzma&hala to call out another triple acceleration energy, you can't use misty&lorelei anymore. So basically that is a huge disadvantage of this deck. And I don't even have a special charge. So that's really bad actually. So let's demonstrate Extra Grace. So it's taking quite long here. By the way, I just learned something new about this gang stalking phenomena that I'm facing. If you guys don't believe in gang stalking, or if you guys think it's schizophrenia or whatever, it's fine. Everyone is entitled to their own beliefs. But I just found out something very important. You know, it's called remote neural monitoring. Why is it taking so long? So it's called remote neural monitoring. If you guys Google remote neural monitoring, you'll find a lot of information about this phenomena they call gang stalking. If you're experiencing gang stalking, if you're experiencing psychic attacks, some kind of mental harassment, your schizophrenic attacks, inside your head attacks, voice to skull experiences, like some weird uh, sound campaigns, noise campaigns, all of these things. Research about it. Research about remote neural monitoring, because that helped me a lot. Knowing it alone, knowledge is power. Knowing that alone gives you a lot of advantage because you know what you're up against. Anyways, back to Pokemon. Sorry about that. Just had to share about some, you know, because this gang stalking thing is very draining. It takes away a lot of your energy. We cannot let them steal our energy. We have to conserve as much of our energy as possible, because it is precious. If they steal too much of our energy, they steal our will to live, and then that's the end. So we cannot let them steal that. We need to do as much as we can to keep our energy, to keep what's ours. Nobody can steal what's yours. If you know what they're up to, they can't steal it. So let's do our Bridget. In our first turn, we have 2 Phoebus out, that's good. And we already have our Bridget, which is really good as well. We need 2 Dubwools, so that's not too great. Let's charge our Stinger. It might get killed the next turn. So they could have a Thunder Mountain, and charge another energy. They can use full Blitz already. And they usually have a Thunder Mountain very quick. You know, these electro power decks, they usually have a Voltner and a Electro Power and a Thunder Mountain at hand very quickly. I'm not sure how they do that. Within the first fucking turn, they have a Thunder Mountain. Most of the time. Pardon my language. So we're gonna charge this one again. We might not have let's do Marnie. No, Marnie is too risky because, you know, we don't have, yeah, it's just too risky in my, it doesn't really matter anyways because it's too early in the game. if you intend to use a Bridget within the first or second turn, then you should have a Colress, because that's already 5 on your bench, and you know, most times at least they have 2 bench. That's already 7, which is better than Professor's Research because you don't discard your Pokemon. If we have a Milotic, that wouldn't do anything. We can't Milotic right now. He might kill us the next turn with his Tag Bolt. I don't think so. So let's just add another turn. We're gonna call for... We probably should call for a Colress for 8 cards, because we need another Dubwool actually. We need a lot of battle compressors. Alright, we don't have a battle compressor. This is not good. Let's evolve this Milotic. No, actually, let's wait for the Milotic. Let's compress our deck by getting a Naganadel. This one. Okay. Oops, sorry guys. I might kill the Milotic so I can put on my bench another Voltorb. I think I'll just leave it, because we need a Dubwool V, and we don't even have energy to kill that Milotic anyways. If we can get a Viridian Forest, then we can kill things easily. We can, you know, another name for this deck is called Suicidal Gambit, because you commit suicide for your Electrode and your Milotic, and then your ultimate Gambit is the Revenge Blast. So Suicidal Gambit. So if we kill this Pikachu Zekrom GX, we win the game. After resetting it, of course. We need to reset it first. But before we are able to kill it, we need to collect those extra damages, which means we need to kill ourselves. If we kill ourselves right now, we wouldn't need to use the Stinger. Oh, we do need to use the Stinger because we have 6 prize cards. Sorry guys, we have to use the Stinger. That's the reason it's called Explosive Stinger. Sorry guys. I'm gonna put this 4th. No, I'm gonna put this 4th. Okay, if only we have... I might call another Dubwool V. No, we need a battle compressor. So I need another Dubwool V. You know what? I don't need another Dubwool V. I'm gonna charge this one because I have a double colorless in my deck. As long as I have 1 battle compressor, damn it, I don't have it. Let's just put this one and wait. So the next turn we can charge our Dubwool and then do the self kill for Electrode and then Stinger. And then after that we can charge our Dubwool V with the 3rd energy, switch to our Dubwool and do the final Gambit. Do the final kill. So I'm feeling a bit breathless now because of some, I don't know, remote technology or something. You guys might think it's a bit crazy that this remote technology thing is another form of a mental illness or something, that I'm being crazy right now. But really, it's pretty real, you know. There are days where I have migraines when I shouldn't have migraines. Oh, thank goodness my Taco Lily is safe. Um, and there are days where the migraine just go away without any warning. You know, it just there's no reason, there's no explanation for certain things. There's no like human explanation. It's just all supernatural. It's either supernatural and spiritual, or people are using this remote technology to create like this, like they could actually make me breathless within seconds. You know, I couldn't speak properly. That's why I have to re-record a lot of times, and I stutter sometimes because of that. It's very, very disturbing. So what are we gonna do? Are we gonna stinger? We can't do that yet. Well, it's a lucky shot that I have this one, you know. But if they kill our Tapu Lily, we can still stinger and do 4 times 30, 240 damage. Yep, we can still kill it pretty easily. Shit. I think we'll have to use Stinger for now. So we use Stinger now, and then we use yep. He might switch into that one. If he switches, then we're dead. So the reason I use Stinger is because I could battle compressor. Oh no, I don't need to battle compressor. Oh, I have to battle compressor. If I use a battle compressor, I can use my extra energy bomb, and that gives me a total of 240 damage for my revenge blast. And then I can kill the Pikachu Zekrom GX easily with one shot. There we go. We win. I'm not sure why the battle compressor keeps going, like it's not coming out. It usually comes out pretty easily. Let's just discard that. We have to discard the energy because this only works for energy. So we use extra energy bomb, put it in our Tapu Lily. Oh, we can't. See, only non-GX and non-EX. Attach 5 energy cards. You can't even, you know, you have to attach all 5. If you have 5 energy cards in your deck, in your discard pile, you have to attach all 5, which means you can't use Milotic anymore. That's why you have to use Milotic's Energy Grace first before using extra energy bomb. Depending on if you have the right cards. If you need to charge your Stinger first before charging your Dubwool V. It really depends on a lot of different criterias, and you have to follow the context, follow the game. Basically, the game, you have to change your strategy according to the game. You can't just stick to the same strategy. So as demonstrated, we used Stinger pretty quickly before the opponent has taken all 5 prize cards. We already used the Stinger because we could already do the one-hit KO with our Revenge Blast after using the extra energy bomb. So that's why we use the Stinger that quickly. Usually I would let the opponent take 5 prize cards before I use Stinger. So let's demonstrate one more time, and then we go to the original Explosive Stinger deck, which features Vaporeon's Aqua effect to turn our Naganadel GX into a water type so that we can recycle the Stinger GX with our Misty&Lorelei supporter card. The bad thing about that is that we need execute, because execute allows us to recycle the cards that we discarded. So what execute does is that, let's discard this first. What execute does is that it has the propagate ability. So whenever you discard it with misty&lorelei, you get to recycle it. You get to take it back, and then you use misty&lorelei again to discard the execute that you put back into your hand. So basically you get to use misty&lorelei more than once, because you have to with that deck. So for that deck, we have to wait for all of our Dubwool Vs to be killed one by one. because we don't have a suicidal card. We don't have an extra energy bomb. We don't have a Milotic. So I should probably change this deck, the name of this deck, into Suicidal Gambit, and then the original Explosive Stinger retain its name as Explosive Stinger. Still feeling a bit breathless for some reason. There we go, Altered Creation. So with Altered Creation, he only needs to kill Dubwool V to get the win after we reset the prize card. Let's get one of each and charge our Poipole. If he kills our Tapu Lily, we only need to use this two. Knock out this two for 5 prize cards and then use our Stinger. But if he used Altered Creation, he could get 3 prize cards by killing this Tapu Lily. That means we can't use Milotic anymore. We can only use Electrode GX's extra energy bomb, and then we have to charge this on our own. See, he used Altered Creation, which is not really that bad, because we can already charge this on our own as it stands. So we can't use Milotic anymore, guys. If our Tapu Lily gets killed, we can't use Milotic anymore. He has 6 cards in his hand, so let's use a Cynthia. No more Milotic. We have an energy, perfect. We just need a Naganadel. Already we can attach. Alright, because I had a Viridian Forest. The new stadium cards are very good, by the way. We have Viridian Forest, we have Giant Hearth to get those energies out. We have Galar Mine, which adds 2 retreat cost, 2 energy to the retreat cost of each active Pokemon. And we have, can't remember, but there's a lot of special new stadium cards. Chaotic Swell is pretty good. Unless you have a Field Blower, it doesn't work, you know. Your stadium card gets discarded and you have to wait 1 turn before you get to put a new stadium card. So let's hope we have a Skyla or something our next turn. Maybe our Naganadel is in our prize card. Who knows? Let's hope for the best. Let's put this one out, because we can knock it out later. It does 180 damage, so it only needs a Vitality Band to kill our Electrode. Let's discard this so we can at least attach 2 energy to our Dubwool with our Electrode. Let's hope that we have a Naganadel in our prize card. Perfect! We have a Naganadel, guys. This is perfection. Let's hope our Viridian Forest doesn't get discarded the next turn, so that we get to do our final kill, you know, the next turn, and we get to self-kill twice the next turn, because we already have another Milotic at hand. So let's do a Stinger 5. We only need a Fighting Fury Belt to do a final kill, but even if we don't have that, we only need a Milotic. Let's hope he doesn't discard this one, because if he does, we're done for. We don't have energy, we don't have a proper supporter to get cards. A Mewtwo and Mew. I call this the M&M. M&Ms. The chocolate Tag Team GX. I never knew this card existed until quite recently. So Clear Vision is pretty good. For the rest of the game, your opponent can't use any GX attacks, which means Misty&Lorelei is useless. Misty&Lorelei allows you to recycle your GX, but you can't use it at all. You can't even use the first one. You can't even use the first GX. Sorry, first GX attack. So already he's doing that kill. We get to use a Guzma now. Oh shit, he took 3 because of the altar creation. Ah. Sorry guys. I forgot about the altar creation. So we lost there. We got 1 win, 1 loss. Let's go for the explosive stinger. So Suicidal Gambit got 50% success rate out of that small sample, small experimental sample. But I'll show you the statistics later. I think it's about 8 wins out of 12 games or something. I'll show you the statistics later if I remember. I'll probably remember. So this features the, let's put the execute first because we need our Bridget in the first turn. This is a bad deck because we have guzma&hala and misty&lorelei, which we need to use at the same time actually. So it doesn't matter if he kills this because we want it to kill us. We want the opponent to take as many price cards as they can. Sorry, my mouth is a bit dry. Inteleon V. Probably gonna have a G max. Sorry, a V max. That was a quick lose, by the way. I thought I was gonna win the previous game. I thought, you know, I was pretty confident that I was gonna win. Not sure what to do here. Oh, we could do a suicide for this game. We have a Electrode. I forgot. So we're gonna end it here. Let's compress our deck. Get 1 of each. Oh no, we don't have a Misty. He's gonna evolve that VMAX. They should change the rules, by the way. If you evolve a VMAX, your turn ends or something. Because a Mega evolution, if you evolve it, your turn ends, and a Mega isn't even that powerful, you know? A Mega, the attacks is not that strong anymore, and the HP is about less than 300. It's still less than 300, you know? But a Mega, you take 2 price cards, I think. Oh yeah, that's the good thing about Mega. You take 2 price cards for... Let's do a Cynthia. I know I just wasted that tag call, but there's no cards that I can use at this turn. So that's why I used the Cynthia. That triple acceleration energy is probably a waste of cards to put in our deck. Because it wastes 4 cards and we don't have a special charge, and we need to use guzma&hala to take it out, which means we are wasting the use of a supporter card, and we have to discard 2 cards from our hand. So it's a very drastic disadvantage. I would probably switch that for some Professor's Letter and more energy cards, more water energy. The reason I use water energy is because I get to discard it the next turn if I want to use another misty&lorelei. So already we have a triple XL. Let's put it here so we can discard it to our Dubwool if we want. We don't need this anymore, so I'm probably gonna colorless the next turn. Yeah, this is definitely a waste. Well, it's not a waste now because I get to use it. I don't even have a Skyla in this deck, I think. A Skyla is very useful, by the way. There should be a supporter card that allows you to take 2 items. I think a Karina allows you to take a Pokemon and an item. A fighting type Pokemon, sorry. Max bullet, 60 on one of the bench. That's terrible. That's a severe... like 60, you could kill a basic already. A regular basic. I don't have a Milotic, no point to do that. So let's put our Tapu Lily out. Because we don't have a battle compressor yet. I'm gonna switch out this one. Maybe. And then use my chorus. Because I have a Guzma left. If I want to do the switch the next time. So let's do this. Still no battle compressor. I'm not sure why it's so rare. I have 3. Normally I would get it by now. No. He retreats so easily. He's trying to kill my Electrode. Okay. We can Electrode right now. Oh, we can't switch though. We have to Electrode right now because it's gonna kill us the next turn. I don't know what to do. Alright. So let's wait for our Tapu Lily to get killed the next turn. He doesn't have an altered creation. I keep forgetting the altered creation. Oh, we don't have a Misty. Shit. That's how this deck works, I forgot. Which means we need a Guzma. If we don't have a Misty, we need a Guzma. To kill this Mewtwo. Because we don't have enough damage to kill this. Unless we do another suicidal attempt. So Vaporeon is already useless. Because we haven't even recycled. By the time we try to recycle, it's already useless. If only we could... Okay, I got this, I think. Let's try to kill our Evolution Incense. For an energy to compress. We don't need guzma&hala anymore. We need another EV. If we switch for a Voltorb, he's probably gonna kill that Voltorb. If he kills the Vaporeon, then we can't use misty&lorelei anymore. So the main thing about this deck is misty&lorelei, so I want to use that. So no point calling for another Electrode. I think that's it. Let's kill the Ultra Ball. Okay. Let's call for a Vaporeon. So he knows what we are up to. Doesn't matter anyways. So let's Stinger. So if he kills our Naganadel the next turn, we can do it 330 damage. We can kill this Inteleon the next turn. I think. 7 times 3, which is 330, yep. Unless he does a switch to one of these cards. Switch to Latios. Oh, another Clear Vision. Power Bind. Oh dear. I did not expect that. Whoopsie. So let's evolve an Lorelei so that he kills those. Oh no, we can't do that. No, 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 no. Oh wait, yes we can. We're gonna evolve an Lorelei again because we reset to 3, and then the next turn he kills our Naganadel. We don't have a Guzma, otherwise we would have won. If we Guzma'd, we could have killed something for 300 damage, I think. Yep, 300 damage. It's not enough to kill this VMAX, but it's enough to kill a tag team. So we don't have a Guzma, which means we have to use a Lorelei again. Ooh. I don't know if this will work. I only need 1. Because I can switch the next turn anyways. So I'm gonna use this. 1, 2, 3. Don't know what to do here. In case you have a... what's the word? In case you have a Plumeria or something that discards an energy from one of your opponent's Pokemon, then at least we have a water energy to attach back to our Dubwool or our Naganadel to switch. So if he discards any one of our energies, we can replenish it. Because this is our last one, we don't have any more in our decks. So Viridian Forest is basically useless. So the only way he can win is if he switch into a non-GX or a non-tag team / VMAX. He's gonna max bullet, perfect, we win. Well played, bye. So we used our thing twice. So we have 8 prize cards now. They have taken 8 prize cards, which means it does 360 damage. We've used our misty&lorelei twice, which means we have reset the game twice. And they have taken 5 prize cards the first time, and after resetting the first time, they take another 1. So that's 6 prize cards. And then after the second reset, they kill our Naganadel to take another 2 prize cards. So that means a total of 8 prize cards taken, equivalent to 240 extra damage, plus the basic damage, the base damage of 120, becomes a total of 360 damage. Pardon my stuttering. Okay, so we won that that game with that misty&lorelei deck. Funny, because it went quite smoothly then, because we didn't need to use guzma&hala, so that's why it was quite smooth. And we only have 2 of it. We only have 2 misty&lorelei, and 1 was in our prize cards. I think we drew it, right? We had 2 misty&lorelei in our hand at one point in the previous game. And we don't have a VS Seeker. Normally I would have a VS Seeker, but at least we have a tag team to speed up, to increase the chances of us getting our misty&lorelei, / guzma&hala. And it's not really that difficult to draw a triple acceleration energy. I'm not sure why, but if you have this triple acceleration energy in your deck, it's quite easy to draw it in the middle of your game, not immediately, but in the middle of your game, you're quite likely to draw it when you have about 20, 29, 27 cards in your deck. Then you're very likely to have it in your hand already, or already used it or something. But if you have a double colorless, I'm not sure. Oh no, double colorless is pretty easy to draw as well. Alright, I'm not sure if I had a point there. Sorry, but a special energy. Basically, a special energy is not that difficult. It's not that difficult to draw, so you don't really need a guzma&hala. That's kind of the point that I'm trying to make, I think. So guzma&hala is not really all too necessary. Sorry, I just clicked the wrong button. So I hope you enjoyed that. I played 2 games on the Extra Grace deck / Suicidal Gambit, which features Milotic, Electrode GX, Naganadel GX, and Dubwool V. So this is basically a deck that features 4 cards. Without any of these 4 cards, it's useless. So it's not just, it doesn't just center around Revenge Blast, but basically, you know, everything is aimed, everything leads towards Revenge Blast. So that's the main attack that we're gonna use. Same for this Explosive Stinger, everything leads towards Revenge Blast. So it's very effective against VMAX / tag teams. As you saw previously, I killed a VMAX, I killed a tag team. I almost killed another tag team, the Arceus GX, but they switched into a Mew and killed my Explosive Stinger with a... Sorry, it killed my Naganadel to take 3 prize cards. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this deck. We're gonna be reviewing the Spiteful Injection deck the next video, or the video after the next. I'm not sure if it's the next video, because I want to review some other decks that I made. I made a Palosen deck. A Palosen is not quite famous. People don't quite like the Palosen. So let me just, I don't want to give up too much, but so I'll just show you the Palosen card. So because it's not too powerful, because it takes 4 energy attack costs to do 100 damage and heal 20, 3 energy attack costs to do 60 damage and make it confused. And then the main thing about this card, the most powerful attack of this card is the Sandy Fear. Look at the top 13 cards of your opponent's deck and discard as many number of Pokemon. Sorry, discard any number of Pokemon you find there, and do 60 damage for each Pokemon cards you discarded in this way. So basically, 60 times any Pokemon cards you discarded in the top 13 cards of your opponent's deck. So that's not too bad, but it's a GX attack. Because it's a GX attack, you get to use it only once. So we get to recycle it because it's a stage 1. We get to recycle it, yay, with a Vaporeon. So that's why I love the Vaporeon misty&lorelei deck, because it lets you select, it lets you choose. It gives you a wide selection of stage 1 GXs that you get to choose from. Basically, any stage 1 GX attack can be recycled. Anyone. But because there's not many to choose from, sorry, show not owned as well. It's quite a lot actually. But because not all of them are that useful, you know, some of them are not quite as useful, unless you can find the right perfect combos, you know. If you can find the perfect combos and recycle those GX attacks, it becomes very useful. But the reason is very troublesome is because you need a Vaporeon, you need Exeggcute, you need misty&lorelei, and you need to waste a supporter card. You cannot use any other supporter card once you've used misty&lorelei. And you need to discard 2 additional cards from your hand every time you recycle. So that's the bad thing about the Vaporeon misty&lorelei recycle. The recycle strategy. So Cantankerous Beatdown, you get to recycle that. I think I recycled this before. I made a deck center around Chloroscythe and recycled it with misty&lorelei. Naganadel. The Spiteful Injection is this one. Injection. Add a card from your Pokemon's opponent's discard pile to their prize card. So I keep adding their prize card until it becomes 8 or 9, and then they'll slowly kill me one by one, and then I'll use my Dubwool to collect my prize cards. The bad thing about that is that I need to kill 6 Pokemon, or I need to kill 3 GXs. You get the point. I need to draw 6 prize cards. The good thing about this deck is that I only need to draw 3 prize cards, but it's risky because they also only need to draw 3 prize cards. So that's the good thing and the bad thing. You know, it's a win. It's a what do you call that? A bittersweet kind of thing. You know, it's not 100%. It has its good and its goods and its bads, its pros and its cons. So it's a 50-50 sort of thing. Nothing is perfect, guys. So Right, I'll show you the statistics. As I said just now, it's 8 games, 8 wins out of 12 games played. And as you can see, it's 3 wins last edit out of 5 wins played since last edit. So 3 out of 5 since last edit. So this is probably the newest version, which means I won 3 games out of 5 for the newest version. 3 out of 5 is not bad, I think. So Explosive Stinger, 1 out of 5. Not too good. You know, 1 out of 5 is not too good. I think it's because of the guzma&hala, as I said. So this is the only time that I won. You know, out of the 5 games that I played previously, when I recorded it right now, the one that I just recorded was the only time that I won for this deck. So that's why I don't quite like it so much. I like this one because it's 3 out of 5. 8 out of 12 for the past edits. I don't think I edited this too much. It's probably just the supporter cards that I edited. I think I added a Marnie. Oh yeah, I added a Marnie. I had 1 Marnie in the past. Marnie is really useful for this deck because it allows you to draw the cards that, you know, a different card. You don't, with a Cynthia, you might draw the same cards. You might draw back the same cards even with a Colress or a Copycat, you know. But with a, what do you call it, with a Sycamore or a Marnie, you draw new cards. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't want to make it too long. Like, subscribe, and share this video if you find it useful. If you want to learn more combos, keep checking our other videos. We post more Pokemon TCGO videos every week. About 2 or 3 videos every week. Hope you enjoyed it and hope you find it useful. And keep making your own signature decks. Keep going to tournaments. I think I explained some tournament strategies in the past. I might do some videos on that as well. So tune in to our channel for more videos. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next episode. Have a nice day and enjoy playing, and see you around. Bye.
Oregon. You too. I'm a knight.